This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.
I'm Faye Fredericks with your top stories from ABC15 Arizona. Developing tonight, a devastating scene unfolding in South Phoenix. 3 people found dead inside their home near 16th Street in Dobbins. Police now calling this a homicide investigation. Details are still limited. We're working to learn the victims' names, but police tell us they are not looking for any suspects. Neighbor says a woman, her boyfriend, and a 7-year-old boy lived in the home. Neighbor goes on to say they moved into the home less than a year ago and were always friendly when they drove down the street.
It's sad, only because I waved at the lady, because I live here. We wave at each other, and I acknowledged her coming up the street because I was working in my yard. I said, and to think that that's the last thing he saw, it's heartbreaking.
Police so far not releasing the names or ages of anyone involved. We'll keep following this story. Yavapai County judge arrested on suspicion of extreme DUI last weekend. Judge Soleil Hancock's blood alcohol content was nearly 3 times the legal limit. Police say she was cited and later released. She was first elected to the court in 2010. Governor Katie Hobbs making her 3rd visit today to the border as governor, but this one different. Homeland Security Secretary Alejandro Mayorkas also on this trip to attending several meetings with political, health, and law enforcement leaders.
We're talking about what happens when all the federal dollars go away in Casa Salitas. How do we keep it open? Talking about ports of entry and how to move goods and services through quickly. And again, how do you deal with the crime at the border?
Looking ahead, tomorrow the Phoenix City Council will canvass its 2 new members elected in last week's runoff election. Keisha Hodge Washington will now represent District 8, which includes South Phoenix and some of the eastern parts of Phoenix. Kevin Robinson will represent District 6, which includes Ahwatukee, Arcadia, the Biltmore area, and parts of north central Phoenix. Activists trying to save Oak Flat getting another chance to make their point. Today, a federal appeals court panel meeting to take another look at the case. An Apache group is battling a mining firm that wants to build one of the largest copper mines in the U.S. on what tribal members say is sacred land. Could still be several months before the judges rule. There are several issues there are a few issues rather as important as not getting paid for the work you've done. Well, maybe you're missing a paycheck or you're facing other workplace problems like discrimination or workers' comp concerns. The Let Joe Know team is here to help. If you have questions about employment law, you can get it answered with just one phone call. Let Joe Know is teaming up with State Bar of Arizona for our Ask a Lawyer phone bank. Attorneys will be taking your calls, offering help and answering questions. That's happening Wednesday from 5 to 7 p.m. New partnership is helping provide veterinary care to adoptable animals. Today, Halo Animal Rescue announcing a new program, teaming up with West Maricopa Education Center's Vet Science program. Program gives high school juniors and seniors hands-on experience.
There's so many different career paths that these students can take in the animal world. Maybe it's a groomer, maybe it's working for the USDA, working in a rescue.
Provide vaccinations and other medical care, as well as behavioral training and social enrichment.
Tracking your forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Amber Sellens. We are in the middle of back-to-back weather action days as a big storm pushes into Arizona. Key timing on the most intense rain still late tonight into early tomorrow morning as the cold front races through. We could see a ½ an inch of rain in some valley locations. That general spread, though, across most of the Phoenix metro will be between 1/4 and ½ an inch here. Wind gusts near 45 miles per hour tonight as the cold front pushes in, and the snow level down to 5,000 feet by Wednesday morning, bringing about 4 to 8 inches of additional snowfall to places like Williams and Flagstaff. Here in the valley, we'll wake up to some rain showers early tomorrow morning. Those will taper off, and the afternoon at this point is looking pretty dry as temperatures go back into the 60s. So another very cool day here tomorrow. More 60s on tap Thursday as well, and then we'll warm up to the 70s on Friday and Saturday before we drop again, ending that weekend with more breezes and a high of 66 degrees on Sunday.
For the latest headlines, weather, and traffic, head to abc15.com or download the free ABC15 mobile app.
This ABC15 Flash Briefing is sponsored by Sanderson Ford. All roads lead to Sanderson Ford.